Hello everyone, welcome to the Arcane Gate. I'm Denaru.
And I am Charles Walker of Monkey20. Welcome everybody. So, tonight, this is actually going to be part 2 of last week, as things were getting late and the fight was still intense, so we took a break at top turn rotation. So, yeah, if you're confused, definitely check out the VOD from last week. But for now, to give you a quick catch-up, the party found out the town of Cherrywood they were tasked to go to seemed to have been taken over by a group of hobgoblins, goblins, and bugbears that are all ruled by some spellcasting ogre. Now to find himself in the middle of a big fight between his men and themselves, as they teamed up with some escaped prisoners and are trying to currently fight their way through. So, let us get into there. Real quick, anyone have any questions before we get started? Just to do a quick update for anyone who may be confused about anything.
I'm good.
Doing good. Twin's good. Amarok's good. We'll take that as a yes.
Yeah. I don't hear them.
Yeah, I don't either. Okay, I can hear Vince now. Just can't hear the twins.
Hello.
Ah, there you are.
There.
Now we can hear you.
Okay. But y'all have any questions before we start tonight?
Nope. Good.
Alrighty then. Then if that being said, it will be the ogre's turn. Just kind of standing at the edge of this cliff that Marcus tried to knock him off of. I was like, quite the problematic bunch, I see. Let's have that now. And as a bonus action, he will disappear and land up on top of this platform.
Alright.
And that will be his bonus action. As his main action, he is going to point at Marcus and it's like, we gotta take care of that. And he is going to cast Firebolt on Marcus. Which would be a 15 to hit, which would not hit Marcus's AC. So Marcus is able to hold up his shield just in time to knock back the fiery burst. You see the ogre kind of grimace a bit like, fuck. That being into his turn, it is now the goblin's turns. And there is a few of them left. This one is going to 5. And he is going to use his action to open a cage of the warg.
Ah, of course.
Get here because can't go any further. And it is going to make and there is going to be arrow volleys going around. There's going to be 2 at you, Amarok, and there's going to be 1 at Torque.
This one doesn't have motor.
That's the one that's bow snapped, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that being the case, the 18 will go at you then. But thank you for reminding me that that goblin will not do anything because he broke his bow last game. You got me there. Yeah, 18 for the first one. Second one making a bow shot at you. 14, so that'll be a miss. And the final one that I missed earlier will be a 13, so only 1 hit on you. As you get hit for 6 points of damage after 3. As this quick flurry of blows, you're able to just jump jump and weave aside between arrow shots, but the one behind you is able to get a solid shot on you when you're not looking. Next, it will be the bugbear that has been next to you this whole game. He will. He'll do his single attack on you with his Morningstar. That's 22.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. For... I don't know why that rolled twice, but 7 points of damage. Half the 3. And he is able to get a glancing blow on you, but that is it for him. Cyrus, now I am nervous to see what you're doing, but what you got for us?
It won't be this turn. It'll be in a little bit. But first I have to take care of...
My anxiety, thanks to you.
First I have to take care of this guy. So I'm just going to roll a normal rapier attack.
That's uncalled. That's unheard of for you.
Yeah. He's not moving, so booming is kind of useless.
There.
Uh, 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 8 damage.
8 damage on that hobgoblin. Let me make sure which one that is.
He'd been stabbed pretty good before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, that's the one that got hit earlier. Yeah, you definitely got it. It only had 3 hit points left.
Nice.
Oh god.
So yeah, that definitely overdoes it.
Okay. So now I have to figure out what my next 3 turns are going to be. You know what? It would be better to kill these guys as soon as possible. And Maddie and Amarok, I think you two still have inspiration from last game, don't you?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. There's no one else within 60 feet of me.
I see
There's
what
goblins.
you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
So, I'm going to move here, I think. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 here. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. That will be it for your turn, Cyrus. It will now be Marcus's turn. We sees him move out of range of the cliff, and he's like, oh, "Come on!" And he will see the hobgoblin captain coming at him. He's like, "Not you again!" And he is going to level his pistol at him and fire. And that will actually hit. Just even. Crap. With 17, we'll hit his AC 17, right? For 6 points of damage. And the captain takes a pretty bad blow and is still hanging in there. It's like, come on. And he is going to fire at him with Draco. as a bonus action. That'll be a 19, so that'll hit. For another 5 points of damage, plus 4, so that's 9 points of damage. His first shot sends it reeling back a little bit. He just levels Draco at him. He's like, "Stop chasing me." And the Hobgoblin's helmet just gets blown off, and he just falls limp on the floor. And the captain is down.
Nice.
Mark's like, "Oh, nope, bye." We'll go up here to help get some cover. And that'll be the end of Marcus's turn. It is now John Torque's turn. Oh, good stuff there. He can have that. And he will take one of the darts and chuck it at the goblin. Alright, 17 to hit. Which will be 8 points of damage as he's able to throw one of the long needle darts, and it just embeds itself in the back of the goblin's brain, and he just falls limply against the ward cage.
Nice. Only one's free for now.
Speaking of, should have done that earlier, so I'll just have it come in the next game. Next one.
It wasn't expecting to be free.
Yeah, yeah, that works. All right, and he sinks in and he's like, "All right, a million more to go," and. Well, he will get here, and he will use his bonus action to hide in the try and hide under the carriage.
Just imagine him Scott Pilgriming like through the window. You know what scene I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah.
I love that movie. Yeah.
He just left.
That's such a good movie. So much stuff. Yeah, that's right. Alrighty. That will be the end of his turn. Luna.
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on the ogre. I tried.
Unfortunately, a 9 will not hit.
I figured. I'm not having good luck with Guiding Bolt.
You shoot out the bolt, and is surprisingly kind of deft for his big frame. He quickly ducks out of the way, just.
I am also.
Go
ahead.
And he just kind of narrows his gaze on you.
And that's when I move.
Where'd you go?
You get that next to Marcus, and he's kind of put his back against the tent. He's like, "Oh, hey."
And I think that's all I can do for now, so.
Alrighty. And at the end of your turn, Amarok's turn.
Alright. Hey, I make it. Alright.
Okay.
I'm just going to swing around this way, not leaving his area of attack there, entering his, where they can't shoot me.
Okay.
So I'm going to make an attack at little goblin here first.
All right.
Alright, so yeah, that's a 20 and then 10 damage. 20 to hit, 10 damage.
You quickly swerve around, putting your back to the bugbear, and just slash away as you're going, and just completely cut open a goblin's jugular. He's down.
Just eviscerate him. Now, I guess bonus action, attack on that and bugbear.
Alrighty, go ahead.
You know what? How does Bardic Inspiration work? D4?
Go ahead and explain it.
6, I believe.
Yeah, it's a D6 at your level.
Yeah. So you roll a d6 and you add it.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a d6 and add it. Oh no. So does a 13 hit?
Unfortunately, 13 will not hit. He is wearing light armor and has a shield.
Okay. That's it for me.
It's seeing the blow coming, he's able to knock it aside his shield, and he's like, "Grr! Very not happy. At the end of your turn, Amarok, Maddie, your turn.
Yay.
Yay. Oh boy, here I go killing again.
Let's see. If I could get... Let's see. There?
Yeah, you can.
Can I shove him off?
You can try. I'm gonna say he has a Could you shove that? Yeah, I'd say you still could, and yeah, I'll let it go this time.
Or that?
I still think you'd be able. Yeah, it's athletics contested.
Oh no. What is with my rolls?
Hey, you and me both.
Twin power.
Twin power's supposed to be good, not bad.
I have rolled so bad.
Hey,
Yeah, no.
you charge at him and try and push him off, and he's like, "What?" He pushes you back a bit.
I am highly upset.
Maddie, got anything you'd like to do as a bonus action?
No.
I'll be into your turn, Maddie. It's now back to the
Oh,
ogres.
good.
I'm sorry, I should be laughing. I should have had this looked up ahead of time, I apologize. Okay. Is good. Okay, Reggie. Yeah, here, unaware of where he went, and he is going to cast Agonizer's Scorcher in this line, so both Marcus and Luna need to make dexterity saves.
Screw you.
It ain't me, it's Langford.
We're playing him, so therefore, screw you both.
You're taking a page out of Isaiah's book at this point. Oh. Yay.
Said, oh, and I don't like that. Yep, that's a no. Dang
Yeah,
it.
fire damage will do it. So both of you will take... you'll take 11 points of fire damage. Marcus will take 5.
I'll take 11 points.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. And Langford will take a step back, and that'll be the end of his turn. I'm going to say, reason John ain't taking his opportunity attack is so he won't give up his position.
That's fair.
And now it will be the 2 goblins left. This one's just going to throw down his bow and jump up and try and charge you, Amarok.
Oh, there's 3.
There's still a few goblins left. That's a 21, Amarok.
Yeah.
That'll do 6 points of damage, reduced to 3.
All right.
And with the line of sight off you, now Maddie is in the range. The goblin's going to try and take a shot at her. But a 9 ain't going to do it.
No. Not the only one going bad now, am I?
Gee, sorry.
I do not have the luck of the Irish.
That's what I married you for. I'm kidding.
I'm Welsh.
Well, hate to break it to you.
You didn't read the bottom
You
print.
got the short end of the stick.
No.
The short end is a shillelagh.
Even out of Cyrus, you're making the jokes. Alright, so that will be the end of... Oh, there's still that one goblin left. It is, Oh, there, right. That, final goblin here is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Start heading toward the ward cages. That'll be the end of its turn. It is now the bugbear's turn, which will make an attack on you as well, Amarok.
All right.
That's 19 to hit.
Yep.
Alright. Doing 6 points of damage.
All right.
Okay.
I'm hurting.
I can imagine at this point. Alright. And that'll be the end of your turn. Cyrus, it's your turn.
Okay. Let's see. How far away am I from the big guy?
You are 65 foot.
55?
You got a wagon.
Mm-hmm. Just fine. Actually, this might work. Okay. So, I'm actually going to sacrifice 3 sorcery points. And I can see this point, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to center darkness right there.
Okay.
So it's going to be a 15-foot radius.
Okay.
Do you mind if I draw this?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, cool.
That'll be important to keep up with.
Here. That didn't work. I want to draw a shape. Forget it. 5, 10, 15. That from here. I think that's right. 5, 10. That's right. Oh, I'm seeing 2 different sets of squares. That's what's happening.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just like, why does that not look right?
Okay.
So 5, 10. So this is the actual.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, the white ones.
yeah. This is all darkness. It's not a box. But
There you go.
it's 15 radius.
Yep, that's yeah, that's it.
Okay. And I'm going to use my bonus action to sacrifice a first level spell slot and regain 2 points.
Okay.
Actually, no, let's just make it a second and regain all of my spells, sorcery points.
Okay.
And from that, I'm just going to move. Oops. I need to not file fires that way. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and kind of be snug behind this little box here, you know?
Okay.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
That'll be the end of your turn. And Luna, you can just hear End of Darkness. You hear just John go. It's now Marcus's turn. He was just kind of pointing the gun in that direction. He's like, oh, can't see that now. And he is going to step down here and see the open ward cage. And he's like, yeah, no. And he is going to fire both his gun and Draco at the cage. So gun, 19. And Draco is 16. Alright, so that is 2 hits. So first, Draco. No, I mean first his gun, dealing 14 points of damage. Alright, then... My shot doesn't work. And then Draco. The warg jumps out of his cage and snaps and snarls in the air and just lets out a and just hits the ground. As that warg is now dead. Nice. Okay. And he will take a step back. And that'll be the end of Marcus's turn. It will now be the warg's turn. The other warg is currently in the cage. So it is now Torque's turn. He's going to crawl out from under the cage. He's going to... He just looks over to you, Cyrus, like crawling out of darkness, and just shakes his head.
And Asmon's like, I don't see what's the problem. I see just fine.
He just kind of blinks, then just goes and just starts walking toward, and just keeps making his way forward. We'll go 5. You'll get here, and he is going to throw a dart at this goblin. Oh yeah, 16 to hit. Dealing 7 points of damage and killing that goblin as well.
Nice.
That was the initiative goblin, dadgummit.
Oh no.
I just need to start changing the layers, but it clears the battlefield so bad. Oh, I got a solution I'll do in the future now. Okay. I'm learning. And that will be the end of Torque's turn as he's kind of... Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot something he could do. I haven't played his kind in a long time.
What do you mean by his kind?
Look.
I'm just messing.
I know. He's going to bonus action dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're right there.
Oh.
And now that will be the end of Torque's turn.
Oh.
I have... And... I need to do those. Okay, there we go. Amarok, it's your turn.
I thought it was... Yeah. Give me a minute.
Wait. Is Luna off the... Or...
Now she's on it. Just
It scrambled the order
Wait.
also.
Okay, Luna, you go ahead. Go. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, once I see there's a whole bunch of darkness around the ogre, I'm just like falling out into the void. I don't know who did this, but I kind of wish you hadn't.
why?
Oh. Okay, I unfortunately really need to do this for myself, so I cast Healing Word on myself.
That is perfectly fair.
I just kind of stay tucked away, hidden. I just kind of tidy myself a little bit and cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
Because I'm low.
Oh,
I'm
good.
fine Healing Word.
It's a D4 plus your wisdom. There you go.
Yay!
Alright. Yeah.
I'm not at death's door now. Just in his
Sure,
front
man.
yard.
Right.
What?
You still have your main action to do, Luna.
Yeah, I don't know what to do now.
Hmm.
What's the problem? How does Marcus look?
Marcus... I do not have access to his character sheet, so I'm not sure.
Well, dagummit.
He has taken some hits, though, but you remember he can't cast 2 spells in a turn.
You want me to check real quick?
Oh, yeah, could you?
Yeah.
I think what I want to do... I'm thinking it would... I don't know if it would count as a spell.
What is it?
Path to the grave.
Path to the Grave. No, you can do that.
Oh, I don't think-
No, I can't, because I have to be able to see the creature and the ogres and the darkness.
Ah.
Oh,
do it
can I
all.
just hold that action?
To when you see him?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, then I will hold my action.
Okay.
Never mind, I cannot see.
Hmm?
I
Can you not see in the darkness?
No, I can't see his character sheet.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay, that will be the end of your turn, Luna. Now it'll be Amarok's turn.
Alright. Rinse and repeat here. Gonna attack the goblin. I'm gonna attack the bugbear.
Alrighty.
And the goblin dead. Goblin. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll kill.
Alright, so yeah. And just, like I said, rinse and repeat. Slash around and then spinning, attacking the bugbear as well. I don't know what for 3. Yeah, 17 to hit, 9 damage.
Alright, yeah, that'll hit and that'll damage.
Okay. And that's it. That's all I can do.
Okay. But yeah, just eviscerating another goblin, not as he just tumbles down the stairs, and you are able to finally get a hit on this bugbear. It looks decently hurt, but pretty hardy fella. All right, that being the end of
duking it out on top of the ramparts.
exactly. With Maddie there pushing, just pushing him. Right, and
Luck.
that will be.
It's been a rough fight for me.
That'll be the end of
I know
Amarok.
that door just whoop.
You still broke down the fortress door. That's awesome.
Just took 3 hits.
3 hits,
It'll
your
be-
sister climbing over you to get the door open.
It'll be the hobgoblin's turn, and it's going to take a shot at Maddie.
Do it. Put me out.
Oh, don't do it.
Miss.
With a 12, it fails to put you out.
I can't even die properly. What is this?
It's just your teenage angst. You'll be fine.
You saying this out loud? Because if Luna can hear this, she's like, don't you dare.
I might not can see you right now, but
You hear from the other side of darkness, Maddie, don't you dare!
I know you're being negative somewhere. There we go.
Hobgoblin's going to spend his turn trying to get around. That'll be the end of both the Hobgoblin's turns. Maddie, it is your turn.
Out of spite and shoving him again.
Alright, we doing this. 17 versus 12. Oh, with him reeling from his blow from Amarok, he's like kind of takes his hand and puts it across the wound across his chest, like, ugh. Then he looks up and you just shoulder check him and just as he goes flailing off the wall, taking.
Yes.
$11 points of fall damage.
Yes.
nice.
And it is knocked down to here as he just kind of lays flat, prone on the ground. Just,
Maddie sticks her head over the thing and goes, nah. And
Where do you
then
run
she's
to?
gonna- Oh, goodness, where? That's a good question.
There is the void in the center of the ring, and that's.
I was going to say, am I able to somehow get... Hold on. Oh, shall I just... Almost there. Stop!
Oh. So how you get up there is there's a staircase all the way over here, unless you just straight tried the athletics climb the wall.
Can I?
But let's see. You went 5, 10. You couldn't get there this turn.
I'll just get as far as I can.
Okay, that'd be right there. Okay.
Okay.
Will that be the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm satisfied now that I've knocked somebody over.
Ogre.
Stop. It's the ogre's turn.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
It is the ogre's turn. And it kind of lumbers out of the darkness. So, Luna, you can now see him.
Oh, use my action then now?
Yeah, you can.
Cool. Then I use Path to the Grave on him.
Okay.
Wait, no, crap, I can't. Wait, can I? Hold on.
You're within
Find
30 foot of
something.
him.
Okay, that's what I was about to verify. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, Path to the Grave.
Okay. Rishon Tenton hold out his holy symbol to him, and just the black mark and gets embedded on his skin. He's like, what the? He kind of looks up in surprise to you.
Cursed heifer!
Can't really get a clear shot at you, but he does turn around and see Torque, and he's like, "Urgh." And he is going to use a second level spell slot to Scorching Ray Torque. Alright.
Oh
The
dear.
lowest one of them is a 17, so all of them are going to hit Torque.
Oh.
Dear.
Yeah.
So that is 66 of fire damage, doing 25 damage total.
Torch is torched.
Yep.
Up.
So Torque is going to use his reaction to uncanny dodge one of them, reducing the damage by 5.
I'll stand it.
As you sprint toward the stairs, you just get slammed into him as the stairs are on fire around him, and he kind of hits the ground rolling and jumps back up. He's very badly singed and hurt, but still up.
Wait, can I even see him through the blackness that's going on right there?
You can hear a man screaming from the other side as he shot his blast over there.
That's horrifying.
Okay, so I at least know bad things are happening, I just can't see it.
As you're Will someone do something about that fat thing?
I did! Whoever gets it next has to have a better shot at him.
He kind of looks and is like, oh.
Wait, who did that?
John did.
I'm sorry, we have a balanced party.
Alright. That'll be the end of that. It'll be the goblin's turn next. The final goblin is going to get over here and is going to unlock the final ward cage.
So, not gonna lie, I just imagined like the goblin as a little kid wanting to open the cage, but mommy ogre's in the way, and is too afraid of mommy ogre to ask to let through.
No, it reaches around and opens the cage and just kind of steps back, just confused on what to do next. He's got the warg out. And that will be the end of the goblin's turn. It is now the bugbear that's on the ground. He kind of gets up and you just hear him. Oh, Chuck, can you open the door for me? And you see the hobgoblin on the wall, like, get yourself up. What do I?
Try breaking the door down.
He hears that from the other side. It's like, and he is going to use his action to try and athletics climb up with his giant lanky bugbear arms.
Chewbacca climbing the wall here.
14. I'm gonna say it takes his action, but he just grabs up on the wall and just throws himself over and lands next to you. Just, hello there.
Did you have a nice fall?
Shut up. And that'll be the end of his turn. Getting back to you, Cyrus. It is your turn.
Also, I do want to correct like some details about what I did. It only took 2 sorcery points to cast this. So
I thought it did.
yeah, I just got it mixed up. But I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 into the darkness.
Okay.
Now, the reason I use my sorcery points is because normally no one can see through this, but if I use the sorcery points to do it, I can see through it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to cast... Oh, come back, character sheet.
Come back.
I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers, 2nd level, on Ogre Friend here. And I'm going to sacrifice all 3 of my spell slots to heighten it, so it has disadvantage.
Oh. Okay.
And as I say this, I'm just like, hard to counter, which you can't see.
Okay, nice.
Let me see. Okay, here it is. Pulled up.
Okay.
Yeah, wisdom saving throws.
He is proficient.
Ugh.
So his lowest is a 17.
Lowest
He
is
has
17.
vulnerability to all attacks damage.
Yeah, so the damage die is doubled regardless.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah, I thought that was part of your plan, honestly.
That's just cherry on the top of the cake right there. Our expressions. Anyways. Still.
So, since 17 beats your DC, right?
I think so, yeah. My
So
DC.
since the damage is doubled, whatever you roll, he takes that amount of damage.
Okay.
So it's a free extra save.
Yeah, so. Either way, it's still 2nd level Distinct Whispers.
Okay. Alright, so that's 46, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, this is 13.
Yeah, 13 damage, ain't bad.
Yeah, 13 psychic damage.
And just you kind of see him like through this mist of darkness. You just zero in on the curse and target your spell toward it. And he just kind of catches his head, and you see him pull his hand away, and it's just covered in what looks like black ichor through here, but blood. You know what you know how it actually looks, and he's like, ugh. He kind of looks toward the darkness. Smart one.
And I think... Actually, I still have my bonus action.
You do.
I believe so, because sorcery points to use them isn't an actual action or anything.
No, it's just part of your spell,
Yeah, so...
unless it specifies.
Yeah, so I'll use my bonus action to give inspiration to Luna.
Okay.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Thank you.
No problem.
Alrighty. That will be the end of your turn, Cyrus. It is now the Warg's turn. Okay. So, the Warg is finally out of his cage. It's on a 5-10.
He's doing just fine.
I was actually thinking of Clint Eastwood by Gorillaz, but we were in the same song frame of mind.
Yeah.
Alright, but he makes it all the way to Marcus, and very infuriated is going to try and bite Marcus. After being in a cage for the entire fight. But a 9 ain't gonna do it. As he tries to bite at Marcus, and he just shoves the shield in his face and pushes him back. It's like, Luna, we got something over here. And he is going to try and push it back with Draco. But he does have disadvantage because it is a ranged attack against such a close creature. Wait, that was actually +6. That doesn't matter, that still hits. Four, dealing 14 points of damage, and the Warg is knocked back 10 foot.
Nice.
Then he will try and do his main shot. $22. For another 12 points of damage. And just like that, he puts down the other Warg as well.
Hey.
You see the goblin who spent all that time trying to just get both of them out look completely destroyed. It's just like, And that will be the end of Marcus's turn. Luna, it is your turn.
Well, I know someone was screaming on the other side of the darkness. I can't get through there because I can't see.
Yeah, I know. I have no idea what to do. I've been sitting here thinking, like, what the crap do I do? Yeah, you can't see him.
Yeah, I can, but I don't really care about
Oh,
him.
I thought that was you clicking on him. I didn't realize that was Bent's giving you hints. Bent, you stop that. You can't talk to her right now.
I don't care about him, I care about the ogre.
Hammer Rock, there's a bunch of dead bodies and darkness in between y'all right now.
Can't even end up on the other side of it either, can I? Like right where that arrow was? Right there, would I be able to see? Would I still be in the darkness technically? Yeah, I'd
Wait.
still be in the darkness. Crap.
Yeah, the magical darkness pretty much obscures anything. Think of it like it's a wall nearly. You can see on the other side of both things from where you are, but not through the darkness. Like,
Okay,
you can barely... Like, you can barely see the hobgoblin and barely see the ogre, but that's about it. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, this is gonna be bad. I want to cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level.
On what?
Ogre.
Alright.
Okay. Roll a hit.
Here's hoping I can at least get a better hit than before. Please tell me that was a better hit. Thank heavens.
Yep. That is 5d6 of damage.
Dang.
Thank heavens. Three.
23 points of damage, okay.
Finally!
Alright.
I'm just happy. I finally hit the stupid dead.
Alright, yeah, you do that, and now there's the glowing beacon on him where, from your mark. And he's going, ugh. Ugh. And you can kind of see John, like, on the other side. He's kind of making eye contact with the ogre. And he just kind of looks at it, and he just kind of mouths, "Should I?"
I just shake my head like, yeah. Or nod my head like, yeah.
Okay.
I
He
mean,
nods.
He's not gonna die anyways.
Yeah. He nods, and it is his turn. And he just kind of, flips one of the needles up in his hand and just chunks it and sees how it goes. Now, from his distance, it would normally be disadvantage, but because of Guiding Bolt, it is it cancels it out, so it's just a base roll. That's it.
Let's go.
Let's try. You can.
Right. Luna, as you shoot that blast at him, he's kind of reeling. He's like, "Ugh, ugh," and he kind of opens his hands wide, and you see like he's about to shoot another blast at you. And he kind of slumps forward, and you see one of the needles sticking out the back of his head. And you just see John behind him smiling in the distance.
Thank heavens.
As he and you see like liquid start to drip from his mouth, this flesh-colored gooey liquid, and his whole body just seems to sweat profusely, but it seems to all turn into that same flesh-colored liquid. As you're seeing a big puddle before you, he slowly starts to dissolve and crumble into the ground. Like, and beneath it all, you see him vanish into this big puddle, but beneath it, you see this red-skinned figure with fiery hair just seem to emerge from the liquid, just on the ground panting, just and he kind of looks to you like, "You shouldn't have done that."
And I'm just staring at it like I am, and I actually say I am both grossed out and very confused.
Yeah, John goes from his cocky smile to looking at it like, "What? Where'd the fat guy go?" And the goblin, you actually notice the goblin next to him looks confused as well, and he's like, "Boss?" He's like, "Yes." At that point, he sees this and loses interest in the hobgoblin, starts heading your way. Trying to, and we'll use his bonus action to just charge into the darkness as well. Very curious what just happened. Currently, right now, Marcus, Luna, Torque, and Cyrus are the only ones to see this.
Oh dear.
Cyrus, you kind of see that blurry through the darkness. You're like, huh. Alright.
I think we found our target.
Okay. Amarok, it is your turn.
Alright. Let's see if I can do this. What I would like to do is run like 5, 10, and then jump. Can I do that?
Yeah, you can.
Alright, yeah, so do I need to make a athletics roll or anything?
Would you make that normally with your long jump?
I do not know.
Let me get the thing that tells me how much a long jump is. Woo!
So you just step
Okay.
over it.
A long jump is you move 10 plus foot and a jump a number of feet up to your strength score. So
I
you
guess I
could
can make it.
you could jump 20 you could jump 20 foot.
Oh, okay, then yeah. Let's try that then. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you
just
could
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and that'd be on top of him. Just shove him out of the way, I guess. Or land on him.
make your attack roll, I'm guessing, is what you're going to do.
Yep. Yep. Okay, just claw attack them.
Go ahead.
Alright. Yep. Yeah.
All right. How much damage was that?
10 damage.
Yeah, 21 will hit, and he is still standing barely.
Okay then, bonus action attack.
Okay.
Oh, 9 to hit now.
9 will not hit though.
Yeah, that's not good for me.
As you kind of let's take a step back on all fours, just start charging and running. You just make this mighty leap over it. Just claws extended. You tackle him full force, and both of you just kind of roll as you land. You are able to get your claws very deep in him, but he's able to get away from you at the last moment. Barely standing, but still standing.
It's like hit him and roll over him and try to swap as I recover there, and he just roll out of the way.
Yeah. Alright. And that'd be the end of your turn, Amarok?
Yep.
Alright. It is now his turn, as he is going to throw his bow aside and try and hit you with his longsword.
Yep.
And that is something. Oh, actually the same to hit. Wow.
Yep.
A 9 won't do it.
Oh my god.
You just knock the blade aside for your claws. He's like, looks very concerned.
We both do.
And this hobgoblin was focusing his bow at Maddie. Then he kind of hears the yelling down there. It's like, just like simulation, just like simulation. It starts charging down, and it's like very confused about what he sees. Like, only has a clear shot at Marcus right now, and is going to take it. Nearly nat 20. All right, but that would hit for 5 points of damage. Okay.
And we
that'll
have no
be
idea what he's actually at.
yeah. Yeah. That'll be the end of the Hobgoblin's turn. Maddie, it is your turn.
Okay. I will attack. How injured does he? How injured does he look?
Pretty injured after you knocking him 20 foot off a wall.
Good. I will hit him.
All right, that'll hit. And that will take him down.
Woohoo!
Just even, exactly.
So I can't see anything because of that big darkness, but I do know that everybody's over there in that direction, correct?
Yeah.
I'll start
Hey, you-
making my way over there.
Okay. 5. At 25 foot, you're standing at the edge of the darkness. Would you like to walk into it?
Mm,
Doo-doo.
no, I think I'll walk around it.
Okay.
Well, I didn't see anybody go into the darkness, so it's just like,
You did see Cyrus go in there.
oh,
And you saw
I guess
John
I'll go
running
in.
there a minute ago. Okay. It dark.
then I will go in.
Okay. Will be the end. Your turn. It is now what was once an ogre's turn.
Hmm.
He just kind of stands up and kind of evaluates the situation. He's like, I guess we should chalk this one up to a loss. But he kind of looks to Luna and Marcus, and he's like, but I won't forget you. And he will disappear into a flash. And I'll say in particular, Cyrus and Marcus can make arcane checks if they'd like.
Yeah. And I don't think my arcane's that good.
It is an ed skill.
Yeah.
I don't think you're at the bard point where every skill becomes a skill you know.
No.
Okay.
Arcane. Yeah, it's just a +1, so 6.
Okay. Marcus, you at the point where you can roll?
We're talking about if we can hear him or not.
So I was thinking, I thought I heard him for a second, I wasn't sure. Knowing him, he would want to roll though, so I'm going to make the roll for him. Though he only rolled a 12.
Oh.
He just disappears. And now it is the goblin that was standing next to him's turn. It's like, boss,
Boss, why?
and looks to Ha. And you see him disappear off the edge of the cavern as you see him kind of like get down and start sliding down. He didn't full on jump off, but it seems like he's trying to climb his way down and disappear. And that will be the end of that goblin's turn. And it will now be your turn, Cyrus.
You know, just because I feel like it. How far did he get?
You can't see him currently.
Okay, so he probably ran quite a bit then.
Wait, what are you talking about?
That goblin that ran.
He disappeared off the edge of the rift.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I'll just go 5, 10, 15, 20. And, yeah, attack this hobgoblin that's next to my darkness.
I'd say that's definitely an advantage because he has no idea you're there.
Okay.
Straight up using Reaper's ult on him.
So 18.
That'll hit.
7 damage.
Alright. He is still up, but is pretty hurt.
And, I think that'll just be it.
I'll write it in. That'll be the end of your turn, Cyrus. It is now Marcus's turn. Who is going to fire Draco and his gun at the hobgoblin. But do not 9 twice for hits, my lord. So both those is missed, and he's kind of distracted to where that thing went. He's like, ugh, dang it. He kind of looks at you. Luna, do you see him? And it's your turn, Luna.
Oh. That little goblin is like completely gone. I can't even see him, right?
You can try and look for him.
Gonna look over the edge.
Oh. I don't feel like it. I'm just gonna take my quarterstaff and beat this dude with it.
Okay. You don't want to use your +1 mace? That works. Alright, roll your D8 for damage.
A whopping 4.
And at whopping 4, you just angrily as you see him like staring at the darkness trying to find out where the blow goes, you just take your quarterstaff in 2 hands and just baseball swing it against his head, knocking him out completely.
Nice job, Luna.
Hey.
As that one is gone.
And I just say, what the heck? Just reach into the darkness and grab you by like the shoulder or whatever, and just pull you out. I'm just like, you're the one who cast the darkness.
What, can you not see through it?
There's no words. They're just none.
Oh no, whatever shall you do? You can't see in the dark. How terrible. I am mortified for you.
Oh, just beat up the one hobgoblin you have left over here.
You still have your bonus action if you like to do anything, Luna.
Oh, it's fine. I do go ahead and yell out, any allies come toward me if they want to be healed.
Okay. And as that happens, John charges out of darkness just like two two darts held like daggers, just standing at the ready and just looking everywhere, and is like, "What's up?" Looks at you. Where'd he go?
I heard someone mention healing.
Disappeared.
What? How'd you disappear?
Oof.
I just vanished.
We couldn't have gotten too far. I don't think he was that high level of a caster. He's going to 5. He's going, and he is going to start sprinting toward the bridge.
I'm like, yeah, I yell at him. You need to be healed, dude.
I'd rather kill him first, but yeah, if you could, that'd be nice.
I have to wait till my next turn, but yeah, I can heal him.
Okay. Okay, I don't know what that means.
We're
I was like,
party.
2 p.m.
Yeah, he yells out, it's like, can't let him get away. He's done too many horrible things here.
I don't think anyone would agree with you on that.
And he yells up, you see him off the wall, get him! And that'll be the end of his turn. Amarok, it's your turn.
Alright, just all I can do. Attack.
Alright.
Okay. Do I hit or
13
no?
will not hit. No.
Alright, bonus action attack. Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
neither of those are gonna hit.
I am bleeding out. Bad things are happening.
Run away.
It'll now be the Hobgoblin's turn, who's gonna swing at you again with his longsword for 11 minutes.
On the plus side, I get to use Spare the Dying probably for the first time.
As all y'all are just trudging around in darkness, there's Duel of Fates playing on the wall as this Hobgoblin's knocking aside these unarmed claw strikes from Hammerrock.
Just both of us half dead, just slowly swinging, and just nobody cares. Everyone's having their own conversations.
We can't see you. That's the problem.
Maddie, it's your turn.
Do I even hear the struggle after stepping?
That's the only thing you hear right now, aside from the chatter going on through the darkness.
Maddie just gonna peek her head out slightly out of the darkness just to see what the struggle's about.
You look and you currently see two very sweaty, exhausted men just trying to lay the final blow on each other.
Got like the normal gray of Amarok is as crimson at this point. I look nasty.
So he looks like he needs help.
Yeah.
It looks like the last episode of Beastars, I'll say that. Wait, not last episode, whatever the actual fight happened.
Yeah.
I guess I'll try to go help him.
Zap him with your lightning or whatever you have.
I don't got lightning.
What did Dreadslayer give you?
Did you forget you had that spell?
I did.
Would you like to use it?
Yes.
Thank you.
I actually have a question about that. Did that count towards what we know, or was it like an automatic on top of kind of spell?
It's not like you always know it, but it's part of the list of spells you can prepare now.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it isn't something like you always know.
Right. I can't prepare it right now, so.
Yeah. Alright, so, yeah, make an attack roll now. Add +6. You could turn that from back there.
Do I need to just add? What do I need to add to it? Or besides plus 6?
It's what do you mean? Like
Like, do I? No, it's just plus 6. There's no charisma or anything like that.
yeah, it's your charisma plus your proficiency. I just simplified it down to plus 6.
Thank you.
No problem. No wait. I had 2 different variations of the spell. I'm trying to remember which one. What was the final draft I gave you, where it's a dex save or it's an attack roll?
Let's say it was an attack roll.
What you sent to me was it's the planar javelin, correct?
Yeah.
It's first level. It's an action, 120 feet. It's instant. You unleash a javelin of extra planar energy. The javelin does 2d12 with said damage type on impact. Like, there was no...
Okay, my bad. Okay, I had a different draft of it, I was thinking. But yeah, it was actually plus 7, but unfortunately at 12 will not hit him.
I didn't roll.
Oh, you didn't roll? I was looking at my roll, my bad.
Oh.
Okay, well, roll a d20 plus 7 then.
I was like, well, I didn't roll. What kind of... Did the universe glitch? Like, what happened? Why?
Oh dear.
It was even worse than a 12.
So, like, just
Universe
point of
did-
reference here. Amarok's just staring daggers at this guy across from me. Just see a little shaft of light just whiz by in the background.
And you just hear, like, just
Sad.
rumbling
Frustrated.
coming from-
Sad paladin noises.
Yeah. Sad plate metal noises. Oh.
That'll be the end of your turn, Maddie, with trying to get closer. It'll now be all the way back to Cyrus.
Alright. So I heard our friend here say that the caster hasn't gotten far. Or couldn't have gotten far.
Says, yeah.
Alright, then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Misty Step. And... yeah, so I can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can pop up here.
Okay.
Do I see anything else? Like from where I currently am?
No, you do not.
Okay. Then what if I run, I guess, to the edge that we have?
Okay. You run to the edge of what you have, and past it, you actually run into a mine.
Oh, okay.
An explosive mine.
As you pass through a threshold, you start to look around, confused. As you start, as you start to see what, as you start to see, it doesn't seem like your ordinary mine. At first, you see a fairly normal entryway. Into the place as you go down a little bit. But the further you go down, you start to you actually see a long row of barred cells. Most of them seem to be occupied by people.
Okay, so I don't see fiery redhead sorcerer, anything like that?
You do not.
Pretty much like as I already pass, I'm just like, he's not this way.
His office is deeper into the building.
All right, I'm willing to go if you guys are.
I'm not there for that conversation.
No.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
at that point, I will break concentration on darkness.
Finally.
What does Luna think? Not seeing Cyrus there anymore, though.
I figure I probably just saw you run out of the darkness, and I'm just like, where is he going now?
I Misty stepped out.
Yeah, you just felt a swoosh beside you and he was gone.
I just don't feel the smugness near me anymore, so I know you're gone.
Okay, so alright, that will be that'll be the end of your turn, Cyrus. It is now Marcus's turn that charges in with you. Luna, it is now your turn.
Now that I can look around and see, hey, DM,
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong, because this is from last week. There was a kid running around hiding somewhere out here, wasn't there?
Yes, there was.
There is.
There's
He has
also
been
one
trapped in
on the street.
darkness for about a minute now.
There was also there was also that dude's brother that not dead. He was passed out, right?
Yeah, as soon as yeah, you see him laying next to a few goblin bodies right now, unconscious.
Where is he at?
He fell
He was
right
somewhere.
here.
Yeah, right in here.
Okay, well then I go over to the little kid and make sure he's okay. He's freaking out.
He looks absolutely mortified, and he's just staring directly at a dead goblin a few feet away from him.
Okay, I cautiously approach the little boy.
He slowly kind of eases his way back, like, who are you?
I just kind of like crouch down and I'm just like, I'm here to help. Are you hurt or anything?
No, but the priest is.
I can help him.
Oh, please do. He was always kind to me.
Okay, I can help him. How close is the little boy to the priest?
He was fairly close to him, actually.
Okay, well I just look at the boy and I'm just like, okay, just stay there and let me get to the priest.
Okay.
Okay, and then I about said the wrong thing I was gonna cast. I cast Healing Word on the priest.
Okay.
I don't
Are
like
you
this
rolling?
dice.
Are you rolling? Why are you rolling? What are you rolling?
Why are you asking questions?
Because I'm seeing
Because you're
stuff.
rolling.
Okay. With a giving him 6 hit points, he just quickly springs up like, oh gosh. What they he kind of looks at the scene of all the dead and goblins surrounding him. He's like, oh, good job, y'all. Quite a fine job you did.
So yeah, they're mostly dead, but a little problem with the ogre. It wasn't an
Well-
ogre. Sort of melted
You see-
away.
You see this blood-drenched, just brought back from the brink of death man just tilt his head very confused.
Kind of give him a quick rundown of what happened of the ogre.
Uh-huh. I didn't go to the other side, did I?
Other side of what? This point, it could
Cool.
be anywhere. You're still
Well-
alive.
That's good. At that point, the kid kind of runs up and hugs him. He's like, hey, Brett. How you doing?
If I look at them two, and I'm like, okay, if you two are okay, hold on just a second, and I like stand up and I kind of look over to where I hear noise, which I imagine at this point is the very, very tired wolf and what is it, a hobgoblin?
Yeah, you look up and you see Amarok and the Hobgoblin are still going at it very intensely.
Okay, would I be able to see Maddie over whatever the heck this is in the middle?
Yeah, I'll say you can see your head.
Okay. I just yell at Maddie, hey, are you okay?
Maddie, how do you respond?
I'm thinking
Do
she's
I
dead at
hear
this
her?
point.
Do I hear her?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay, do you have the hobgoblin?
Yes.
Okay, good, because I'm gonna go this way and see what the crap they're doing.
Okay.
So then at that point, I take whatever movement I have left, because I moved some to get to there, right? Because they were like right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. So then I go from... How much further I can go. I think that's it.
Okay.
So I'm heading in their direction.
Alrighty then. That will be the end of your turn. It will now be it will now be Torque's turn, who first charges in next to Cyrus, and he just kind of points down one of the halls. And it's like, there! And he charges on ahead of you, Cyrus.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be the end of his turn. Amarok, it's your turn.
Alright. Back at it. Okay. Okay. Does anything happen with that?
Oh, good gravy.
Or can I roll again?
Just let him roll
Bonus
again.
action here?
Just roll again.
I'm going bonus action. Anytime now. Okay. I finally hit.
Good
Oh my
grief.
You just run up to him, and a board snaps, and you fall and just land on him. And you kind of look up to see your claws embedded into his body. And he's just
Maybe
laying
an
there
anime
lifeless.
harem protagonist, thank you.
You failed, but you failed spectacularly. But yes, your head was right where his breastplate ends.
Literally that
God.
meme of task failed successfully.
I'm having a bad day. Oh god. So I'm
With that. So what now?
just stand up, sling the blood, and just viscera off my hands, and hop down and just get as close to everyone else as I can. What, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You're leaving Maddie behind.
I'm sure I see her. I'm waving, come on.
Hey.
I'm
And with
just done with today.
And with that, you see, Cyrus, you and Marcus are quickly following, John to the best of your ability, but he is fast. He is booking it down the hall, and he knows where he's going. until finally he stops sliding down the middle of it, and he looks in there and just kind of slams his arm against the bar and quickly jams the needle into it and start. It looks like he's trying to pick the lock the best of his ability. As Cyrus, you get there, you see currently, you actually see Langford on the other side of the bars. You see on the other side of these bars is an actual kind of like office set up in there. You see he currently has a satchel that he's looks like he's crammed full of papers and other things, and he kind of looks up and he's like, as much time as I hoped, but toodaloo.
Could I cast a cantrip at this time?
What would you like to cast?
Chill touch.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright, this hits. 14.
That will unfortunately not hit.
Dang, so he has higher AC.
Yeah. Yeah, you see he walks to the back of the wall, and you actually see the whole wall open up with a portal. And he kind of reaches onto the desk and he quickly pulls out a chisel and stabs it into some crystal he has on his desk, and you quickly see the portal start to distort and fade. He's like, perhaps I'll see you on the future business venture. And he dives through the portal, and as he does, the rift falls apart and disappears.
Dang.
At that point, John slams his hands against the bars again, just so close.
We'll do it another day at least.
Seems that. At that point, the office door glides open. He walks over to the desk and picks up a ring of keys on it, and just kind of starts to walk away. I'm like, I'm going to start letting all the people free.
At least your town is liberated. There might be a goblin or two still around, but yeah, I don't think there'll be much trouble.
This isn't my town. They caught me when I was going up road. He kind of looks at you very evenly, and he just kind of smiles. I wonder if it's fate that brought us back together.
Fate. Or something crueler.
Something's at work here. Something I know you're not telling me.
To be fair, if I knew, I wouldn't be on this adventure, would I?
I guess you're not the virtuous type.
I just said nothing at that point.
Not everyone can be. But I do appreciate honesty, I'll say that. And he just walks out of the office. Then he also slides, says like, I have a very good memory. If anything in this office was tampered with to the point I can't look at it again, I'll know. Then he just walks back out.
I would like to actually check around the office.
At that point, I'd say everyone kind of starts to make their way into the mine, but I'll say you and Marcus are already in there. I'll say he gives you advantage on making investigation checks since he's so good at it.
Okay. I would rather he have advantage, honestly, but okay.
I can't remember how much he gets. I just know it's a crap ton.
It's insane. What is it? Investigation?
Yeah.
Haha.
I want to say it's plus 11, actually. I can't remember. It's something absurd.
Oh, okay. 18.
You're fine. Okay, so, looking at the desk, in particular, you notice it seems the desk itself was the main thing that was looted. It seems pretty much all papers or any sorts of records that could be kept here seem to all be missing.
Okay.
Strangely enough, it seems that's mainly what he was targeting and getting rid of. But you do notice a pretty sizable footlocker at the end of the desk. Currently seems to be locked.
Okay, I'll just take note of that. And actually, Marcus might have lockpicking tools, but I think I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'll take note of that. And we'll make it a group effort to loot the office. So that way it's not like I'm doing anything wrong and snooping through it. I'm just curious.
Marcus was already holding his thieves' tools, and he's like, alright. Puts it in his bag. Well, for him, it'd be his locksmith tools, not his thieves' tools.
Right. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's profession?
Both can be profession.
This one's legal.
I will.
One's frowned upon. Exactly.
I will say that. I'll say that'd be a good breaking point for us as we wrapped up the combat for tonight.
Alright. And we're back.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody. So, as we left off, currently everyone is slowly kind of finding themselves back together. As the people that are still in the yard, you actually see people from the outside slowly making their way out. You see one woman in particular crying as she runs to the small child and hugs him tightly, and you see the child embrace her the same. I see people are just kind of coming out and looking in surprise. At that point, the priest gets up and... Amarok, do you transform back into your normal form, or what?
I'm gonna drop it as soon as I'm sure that we're not gonna attack.
Yeah. You being the other guy here, he kind of looks at you like, let me gather up these bodies. Some of the people shouldn't see this.
Yeah, I'm helping drag bodies.
He just kind of chucks one of them in the car. He takes one of the carts and just rips the canvas off of it and just starts throwing bodies into it. He kind of looks at the woman and is like, Linda, could you keep them in the mine just for a few seconds more? I'll tell you when they come out. And she kind of looks at the scene, kind of nods her head, and hurries the kid back in the mine. Would anyone like to be doing anything during this time?
Since we found that locker, I'll try to undo it. Try to unlock it.
Since you missed that, Cyrus did say he was wanting to wait till everyone gets back together in the group to do it. But if you want to do it, go ahead.
Oh, I missed that part, so I'll wait. I'll wait till the entire group gets together. Since we got people, did I use all of my spells in that?
Nice. You still got your first level spell.
Okay, so what I will do is, it's not much, but I'll tide them over to anyone who's like injured. I'll gather them up, and I'll resummon Draco, and I'll have him do the temporary hit point one. So if you could actually roll 2d8s for me.
I nearly did that in Twitch chat. Which I think there's got to be some kind of bot for rolling dice in the Twitch chat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd be cool. So that would be 6 points of temp HP to everybody.
Yeah, everyone gets 6 temporary HP. Temporary, so it'll tide them over since they're not unconscious.
Okay. All right. And all right. Anything else? Anyone's wanting to do? Twins, y'all got anything?
Not at the moment. No.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's all good. Okay. So, as Amarok and the priest start to clear out the place, you see all the people come out of the mines, and you see there are a lot of distraught and just dirty people come out and just kind of look to the surrounding area and just look and try and just like looking around the place, and some just kind of sit down and just like trying to take it all in of the shock of what's been going on, and just kind of like you see this relief in some of their eyes as someone realized that it's all over. You see currently John's talking to some of them. He seems to try to be calming some people down and reassuring them everything's okay. And eventually, you see some people even come over to you and just start to thank y'all for coming here and doing what you've done. As you get the idea that the priest and John spread that y'all are the people that have brought them through this. Some come thank you, some are kind of wary of you because y'all are all blood covered and look very hurt.
There.
And as all seem to calm down, and the priest is trying to take control over it, and he has and he's trying to organize the people into all like getting into groups and taking care of some of the injured, and
Health, isn't he?
yeah, he only has 6 health right now.
Okay. Real quick. John's the dude that was getting people out of the cells, right?
Wait, what?
The dude that other guy that was helping us fight.
Yeah.
Okay. I grabbed the priest, take him over to the campfire to Amarok. I grabbed John, take him over to the campfire. Is Marcus technically hurt?
We're all hurt.
He's
Okay,
down
then
to everyone's hurt.
Just bring Marcus over there too. And I cast, and I just make them like sit there for a second and just like stay for a second.
The priest is very zones like
And then
but he's not in the shape to fight back, and eventually kind of gives in. But as you're doing your prayer, he's
I cast prayer healing.
Okay. Okay. Roll. Was it 2d8 plus your wisdom?
Yes, 2d8 plus 4. So
Okay.
hold on a second.
All right, 9 hit points to everybody.
Oof.
Hey, so the priest is looking a bit better, and John, some of his burns are starting to heal, and he's like, "Next." And John just kind of stays by the campfire with you as the priest gets up, and someone actually brings over his holy symbol, and he's like, "Oh, thank you. It's a big help. Here, I'll return the favor in kind," and he will cast Mass Healing Word on everybody. Healing everybody for 8 health. and him and John looking back to shape. He's like, good. I'm gonna go to the people and try and get everything, I guess, back to normal as possible. You guys, I'll take a break. I'm gonna try and get some dinner cooking. And he kind of leaves y'all to John sitting at the fire with y'all, and he's like, I guess it's good to formally meet all of you.
Yeah, nice to sit with you, then heal you, then me.
Right. If I may, I believe, Cyrus, you mentioned that you had some familiarity with the figure that was once an ogre.
Not exactly. We heard that someone that fit his description was in a town nearby, and we saw it odd.
Were y'all in Stonehold as well?
We were.
Maybe that's it. It's hard to tell. That's the case. I right appreciate you coming to help us. I probably could have broke out on my own. I just couldn't in my right mind to leave all these people here. Seems all y'all are of the same mind. So I appreciate that. That makes me feel better about your lot.
Any idea what he was mining?
Yeah, I do actually. I've been here 3 days and I was able to find out a little bit. I tried to learn as much as I could about the place, at least see what I could do inside. What I gathered was, well, now we know he wasn't an ogre, so that explains it, because I've never heard of a, outside of the Oni variant, ogres being able to cast spells like that. You get an occasional druid, but he was definitely some form of wizard, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Now we know he's a genasi that's clearly from another plane. Which, guess that ain't too an area you're in. Not the most common in these areas, though.
Yeah. It's just odd that he came out of nowhere right after there was a rift to the Earth plane over in the next town over.
I heard mention of that. I was trying to get word that to the riftologist, but as you can see, I got stuck here. I didn't actually consider what could have came over.
We sent word.
With them having them waypoint crystals, he's if he ain't a very powerful caster as is, he has connections, that's for certain.
These waypoint crystals, how do they work?
Did you see that crystal he shattered right before he left?
Yeah.
Essentially, you can get one, and that's the anchor crystal. And you can put another one in another area. That anchor crystal will link the two together by a portal.
Okay.
This is where the mining part comes in. So this Elven Ruins was found pretty recently. And that priest, Brother Alphonse, and a few other groups of people kind of came over here with that one. And amongst all the human, mostly human crowd, he points to a dwarf, actually. That fellow over there is a representative of the Platinum Vault. apparently he came to this town with wanting to excavate the place out, and got some volunteers of people wanting to settle the area, and they started investigating it for what kind of possible treasures it could find. These old elven ruins will sometimes have some good stuff in there, and I assume the Platinum Vault's involvement was to make sure no possible magical artifacts got in the hands of people that didn't have the right to use it, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then here comes the wrong hands.
Question.
Essentially, yes.
I was just gonna ask. He pointed to the dwarf earlier, like when we found an elven ruin and found a fragment of a letter before. So, and I recognize. Does that dwarf look like anyone I would recognize based off of the information we found in the other ruin?
No, it does not.
Okay, just making sure.
The only one that really kind of pings is Amarok has actually heard of the Platinum Vault before, and that's about it. As they were not a rival guild per se. Platinum Vault and Alchemist Guild were on pretty neutral terms, but one of the 7 guilds that rule the free cities, one of them is the Platinum Vault. Amarok, it sounds like you're breaking up. I couldn't really hear what you were saying.
So different expertise and all that.
Yeah, different expertise. Yeah, make a history check with advantage, actually. With advantage. There we go. 22.
That's better.
So, what you know the Platinum Vault is, they were one of the guilds that overall Raw was actually okay with. Essentially, their purpose was, them as a guild kind of want to act as magical preservations. Because in this world, there's been cases where some small-time crook or just some small person will come across some magical artifacts or ancient magics that could, used wrongly, go awry. So they try and act as these magical preservers and protectors and studiers. They want to find these ruins and artifacts and preserve them, and make sure that any dangerous magic stays out of evil's hands.
It's the magic version of the Brotherhood of Steel, except less killing people, hopefully.
No Zeppelin either.
Yeah.
But yeah, to your knowledge, they've been good. You've actually had a few encounters with them for the fact that they actually run the city's libraries and research centers as well, for the most part, aside from some independent run ones.
Okay.
But when it comes to magical or history in general, they got some of the best resources.
Okay.
But anyways, he's like, but the thing was, at this point, John Keat goes back to talking. We didn't really find anything magical that I could know of. It was more us, anything elven, like pottery, old jewelry, anything like that. It'd all go back to his office, and there's a lot of it that went through there. It seemed to be what we were mining for. I say mine for the sake of sometimes we had to dig tunnels and look for stuff, but it was mostly us going into them ruins and seeing what we could find. And that's what the Platinum Vault man decided. This land itself was just a small elven hamlet that was run by a small lord. So mostly what we found is just the old ruins of a manor and just some of his treasures. And guessing by the amount of it, I'd say he was an art lover as well, because we have found a crap ton of elven pottery. And all of it went to that office. It all went to the same place. Yeah, at the end of the day, give anything interesting you found to a hobgoblin, and they'd cart it off to the office, and after it went to the office, no one would see it again.
Any idea what he would do with the stuff?
Scientific, my scientific theory, guessing it went through that portal.
Well, he is a businessman, so if anything, he was selling it.
There has to be more to it than that, though. I mean, you don't siege an entire town just to collect a few bits of pottery.
It is if that's all you know. But at the same time, we would hope that that was all it is.
Never know. I've had very few interactions with the Fire Genasies myself. Most, they're alright. But this one, and being an extra planar one's kind of strange to me. This Langtham, as the Goblinoids called him, definitely a cunning fella. Definitely has connections, extra planar, so I'm just gonna have to keep my ear to the ground on this one. Make sure he doesn't show up again to try something similar.
Wondering if... I don't know. We have a bunch of questions going around. Because there have been rifts coming up everywhere. Especially around this area.
Sadly, that's kind of normal. It just doesn't spread here too often, so I guess that's just going into Lycander's theory that while the rifts would only appear toward the western coastline most of the time, he was afraid that the spread of it would go further and further inland until rifts are showing up as far as the infested waters in the far west. And at that point, there's just no hell at all.
Yeah. So, could all be natural, and we just have interplanar, I guess is a way to say it, I guess, disputes amongst different people. So we have Fire Nation over there, stealing elven pottery, enslaving people. We have Earth Grubs coming in, snatching people, eating them. Tornado people. It's just a mess over here.
Or there could be something more to it. I mean, this person has shown up in two spots. That one, there was a rift, and the second was here, looking for something.
He was specifically looking for a place up north as well. If this is the spot, then he didn't find what he was looking for.
Or potentially, there's a chance that we got to rush him out before he found anything that he was looking for particularly.
Yeah, because he wouldn't be guarding the gates. He would have already left.
At that point, John just has kind of an even look on his face, and he seems to be really deep in thought.
So, what was he looking for?
Well, we have an office that we can search. I doubt he could have grabbed everything before he had to leave in a rush.
Well, Cyrus already took the liberty of looking, and then I looked after him, and I couldn't find anything except a locked footlocker full of treasure.
Is that all we? Is that all we know? If that's in there, could potentially be something else.
I looked pretty thoroughly.
All right. Well,
What does
we.
this treasure look like?
I missed that. What'd you say?
I guess like, what did the treasure look like? Like, what was in it?
Gold, platinum, a spell scroll, some silver, some copper, a potion.
Oh, so normal treasure. Okay.
Yeah, all the elven stuff's gone. Didn't see anything in there. Well, there's a handful of gems in there, but the way it was rifled through, it looks like he actually grabbed him a handful of them before he left.
So we have a dead end. We don't know what this person's next step is. Potentially they could come back. Potentially they could come back here, but it won't be easy for them if we reinforce the town a bit.
You know if the
Yeah,
ruins are
definitely.
completely wiped out.
They probably aren't. But Cyrus, just out of curiosity, did you and Marcus notice anything off about that? About what was missing from that room?
Well, mostly papers and stuff from the desk.
Good, good. He was smart enough not to leave a paper trail. Said this definitely is an ordinary criminal. Since he valued the papers over treasure itself.
We would be able to track at that point.
Exactly.
Whether he's selling this stuff to someone else, we'd probably have some sort of record if he's any kind of businessman. But
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what type of elven artifacts are down here.
Take that up to town if you'd like. And he kind of points over there and is like, he kind of points at the dwarf like, the fellow's name's Limerick, to my knowledge. He's a person to talk to.
I think we'll let people rest up before we start hassling everyone.
That's good. These people deserve a rest. And around that point, a woman comes over and she's like, it ain't much, but there's some food that the hobgoblins left that we scrounged up. And she
Hello?
Yeah, I think we just lost him.
Okay.
I was wondering why all y'all are being quiet for a second.
No,
Contemplate.
you got cut out.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
But where'd I cut out at?
We heard like she had brought us some food, something that the hobgoblins had left behind.
Yeah, she sets a plate of meat and potatoes in front of each of you, and she's kind of, dig in. Don't want our hero sitting there in an empty stomach. Also, found some barrels of grog that the hobgoblins left behind. If that's your fancy.
I actually want to take a look at the people. So, do these people seem more malnourished and stuff like that?
They don't look like they were fed too well, but you see most of them are actually eating right now.
So So everyone has food. I'm just
Everyone has
double
food.
checking. Okay, before I take anything. Well, thank you, but if you need it, we still have rations from the road. You people
No.
were the ones who were under siege.
No, we found plenty in the Hobgoblin and Hobgoblin store, so we'll be quite fine for a while.
Very well. And like I'll take some of the food, but since I don't know how much healing we have, like I can like pulse everyone to give them like temporary health. And that doesn't go away until they take it doesn't go away until it like goes away, but they just kind of help them out a bit since we.
I will say some of the people are confused and a bit surprised when you hold up a small dragon to them, then it flashes like the Men in Black device. But thank you.
No problem. And then I'll head back over to the group once I've done that.
Okay. And you see the people actually you see them take to a lighter spirits as you see the grog gets brought out. Everyone just tries to keep their spirits high as they're celebrating this. You see most of the people are all doing that. You notice the Limerick actually went missing. You saw he went into the ruins, and you see the priest while everyone's doing that. You see he's currently walking away. He walks back occasionally, and eventually he comes back with the cart that Amarok and him pushed off earlier, except all that's left in it is all the gear that every one of the goblinoids had on him. And he kind of goes around to some of the men and older folk in the encampment and passes out some weapons to them and just has a brief conversation with them. Other than that, most of the people are trying to keep light spirits to the best of their ability. Some are at least just kind of taking an end that they're actually free, and some you honestly see just ate and they fell asleep where they were sitting.
Like, yeah, there's just nothing that resembles the old town here, is there?
What now?
There's like nothing here that resembles like it was an old town, does it?
No, it really doesn't. Like, you estimate what was probably once this elven hamlet that was mentioned, it probably faded away a long time ago, and all that's really left is the remnants of this manor. But yeah, as you take a look around, you actually seems some of the people are living in these tents. Seems like they actually did have homes in the ruins that were all transferred into these quickly put together prisons. And then in the walls, there's actually some little apartments built into them.
I'll try to like pull the group to the side for a bit. These people are under siege. We could, I mean, we have our own things, but we could stay here to help them rebuild a bit. We also did need to talk to the priest more since his brother wanted to see if he was all right, and we could help them build up a bit before we head out. Some of these people lost their homes.
Thing is how much time do we have to prepare? As much as I'm sure it would be nice to help out, but how can we?
Well, I've got my set of tools here, but at the same time, we currently don't really have a heading. I mean, we came to this town to talk to the brother anyway, and then we found out that the town was under siege. The person who was responsible for this is gone, and we don't know if they plan to return.
I doubt that they will return. But honestly, I don't see a point in trying to help rebuild. Otherwise, we'll be here for months.
But the question is, The question is, what is our heading from here? We knew to come here. We checked in with the brother here, and we can tell him to send word back to his brother, but where's our heading from here? I was hoping to gather more information about what we're seeking, but these people are currently in a bit of a rough state.
We're still having to reach towards the mountains.
True. But we still don't really have a heading towards the mountains. We just know we have to go in that general direction.
Mm-hmm. But first, I would like to see some of the elven artifacts that are here. You can detect magic, can't you?
I can. I can do it without using any more magic as long as I take time. It'll take a little bit longer, but I can do it.
I'm wondering if he was searching for what we're searching for.
Well, we could do a glance over this place. We can go into the ruins, see what we can find, if we can pick up anything. Like we said, we probably forced him out of his town quicker than he wanted to leave.
Yeah, he was so defensive about us even being in the area, so he wasn't ready to leave.
So, yes, I'm up for it. We can do a once over this place, see if we can pick up anything that might have gotten overlooked, and see if we can find any information.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the two of you are going to go into the ruins?
Mm-hmm. And when we go into the ruins, I'm actually going to pull out like a screwdriver, and I'll click a button on the side of it, and it'll cast Detect Magic, because I still have that prepared, actually. So I'll use a charge off of that and cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Alright, so scrolling through there, you do get a ping from when you walk past his office.
Is it coming from the chest?
Yeah, it's coming from the chest.
Okay, so that's probably the scroll and stuff like that. But I'll still look to see in the chest, just in case there's anything else.
You look, there is a potion vial and a scroll. The aura is coming from the scroll.
Okay, so we knew that these were here, and the office is the furthest part into the ruin.
Not the furthest, it's actually a little bit up on the left.
So
I didn't get to use the map, but I'll actually switch you over to that map so you can get an idea what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can y'all see it?
Well, I mean, I still can't, but yeah,
My bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, if Cyrus is with me, I'm willing to head further into the ruin, not absurdly far, but just further in to see if we can pick up anything.
Yep. Yeah, this was the living quarters of the place, but there is some stuff that's buried deeper into it. Is you kind of go into like these tunnel-like areas that are branching out from the back of it. You look and y'all can see pickaxes and shovels and marks where there's been digging done in there. And it seems the place has been and to go deeper, nothing's really popping up on your radar. As the two as y'all get deeper and deeper in there, you actually do see a shadow pass behind you, and both of you turn, and you actually see John Torque in there with y'all.
Curious as well?
I was actually going to tell you, he tried the detect magic thing. That's one thing that the ogre had. If that's what you are trying.
Which means he doesn't know how to find it.
That or he
Right.
picked the place clean.
or a third option is that it's deeper in than he got time to look.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly. I'm leaving that to the Platinum Vault to decide now. This is going to go back to them. Me, I'm going to continue on my journey. I'm going to go back to my home and see if I can get some aid sent to the people.
So where is that exactly?
Like you, I'm someone that likes to play with my cards close to my chest. I'll make an exception here, and I'll call us even, since I feel like I do owe you one, since you made it a lot easier to save these people. I definitely wouldn't be sleeping any better than I normally do if I just left them. But in any case, I'll let you see my hand this one time that I was actually going north to ask Lila what exactly she told y'all and what she knew about your group.
Do you know Lila?
I know of her. Interesting which, one of the last people that David Frisk talked to while he was still alive. That makes her a very interesting person. Especially when the other people that David Frisk talked to right before he died was everyone here except his nephew.
So you see why I can't exactly tell you everything.
My intention is for the good of this continent and the greater world itself. As long as y'all's intentions lie with that, I am perfectly fine with y'all. I just wanted to see what either trick of fate, God's will, or other just a random thing brought you all together, because I'm not someone who believes in coincidences.
That's actually a big reason why I'm actually here. Makes no sense to why he would pick us.
And I guess we're all victims of a greater game.
So, are we the players or are we the cards themselves?
Guess we'll keep playing and find out. Guess it's just a matter of you're all in or you holding this round. In any case, I'll ask you one more time. Why were all of you brought together? I know that crazy old man wasn't as crazy as everyone thinks he is.
Believe me, he wasn't crazy. But we still don't know why we were picked.
If that's the case, that's a terrifying fact. I wouldn't want to be in your shoes. He kind of turns and says, "If we ever cross paths again, I will ask you again, since I'm divinely curious what's going on. And I am unfortunately sure they will."
Then, how about this? We learned something new. I'll give you one piece of information. And if you learn something new, you give us one piece of information.
How we first did it. Ironic.
It's only fair.
Alright, that's fair. I'll keep looking into the case of David Frisk by myself. There's something here. I'm not paranoid enough to think every little thing is connected, but that old halfling saw something that's very important that only he knows about. And currently that mercenary of his, I tried to find anything out about him, but it seems no one knew anything about him either. So there's some weirdness going on here, that's for sure. He kind of looks to Marcus. Sorry to drop all this with you in the room. That might have been awkward. I do apologize, but gentlemen, happy trails.
Yeah, be safe out there.
We'll try. And he walks out of the ruins.
So, Marcus.
I think his mic's out.
Oh, he's not even. Alright
Yeah, I
now.
believe.
Oh, he has to. Ah, dang. I was going to ask him if he remembered if, if one of those, keys actually had a magical aura to him at all.
I'll say he said no, they don't. As the last y'all see of John Torque, except right before he left, he looks to Luna and just kind of like, "Ma'am, I couldn't have killed that monster without you, or wounded him. Hopefully, that make me feel better. I appreciate it."
Welcome.
He
So
nods to
stupid
you.
On.
What'd you say?
So, no, never mind. I was gonna say, it looks the stupid thing's gone, but then I'm like, never mind, the thing's not technically gone.
Well, I'd like to think he is, or at least he ain't gonna mess with us again. Hopefully. And at that point, he goes into ruins. And you do, and no one else in the crowd seemed to notice him, but the three of you actually do see him slip out past the tents and go out the door, and you see him currently heading down the road heading down the road y'all came. He seems to turn west.
Do we know what would be that way? Hello?
Boo.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. What's the last thing y'all heard?
He was heading
I
west.
heard that he turned west.
Okay. He turns west and heads that way as the people just kind of go about their business and keep eating and reveling to themselves.
Will we know what's in that direction?
West, the towns you could think of, he could possibly be going back toward Lucaville. He could be going toward Honey Hovel, one of them areas. Because he wasn't going down a road, he was actually going straight through the woods.
Okay.
But no one in the crowd notices as John Torque slips out. Except you guys. After that, eventually Marcus and Cyrus come back out with y'all. The woman for earlier is like, "Oh, I can't offer you much, but here's this tent y'all can sleep in."
Can I go and get horse, cart?
You can get your horse and cart that have been sitting there for a while now.
Yeah.
Okay. As you all gather yourselves up and lay down for the evening, all of you just completely exhausted, but all of you made it. The priest comes over and thanks all of you. He's like, "Well, looks like this is about as relatively normal as we'll get for a while. It's just lucky I'll pass through. I appreciate it."
Might I ask, would you happen to be, Alphonse?
I am? Who's asking?
Ah, we actually came here because Alvin was worried about you.
Normally I'd say he worries too much, but he had rightful reason to this time.
I guess you should, send word over there, make sure that he knows that you're okay.
Yeah, we'll have to get a rider to head down there when we can. And I appreciate all of you. Y'all have done us great service. We don't got much, but y'all the guest of honor for the time being.
I'd say just enjoy tonight. You guys have a lot to rebuild, I see.
We'll do it though. We're a tough town. Besides, work. Yeah. Work will be good to keep us busy and keep our minds off of, well, you know.
Well, I guess you know where the closest town from here is. Heading north.
Heading north, frontier town. That's gonna be 3 to 4 days north of here. You got the horse and buggy. Should just be 2.
We'll have to talk it over, but
If you could ask the, you can ask the grandmother to send some of her aid down here. I'd much appreciate it.
grandmother?
It's what local people around here call her. She's an old wise woman that lives up in that town. Said to be a witch. She does good to us.
Ah, okay, I see.
Usually if we need medicine, we'll send a horseman up there and we'll be able to get it from her. She won't usually ask for much, just usually some livestock or some other random odds and bits.
Yeah, we can do that.
Oh, right. Yeah. Either way, I don't got a lot to pay you with, but word got to us that there was a chest left over in the. I guess the best way to put it is just the warden, since I guess he ain't really an ogre. I've been told now. There's a chest left over in his office. Of some things. I hope you don't mind if we keep the gold to help rebuild the town, but the other items in there, they're more. You're more than welcome to take them. We won't have much use of them.
Okay. I guess you'd also need the gold more than we would at the moment.
Honestly, I hate to request it of you. I'd be willing to give you a portion of it if you'd like, but some of it we're definitely going to need.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I guess what's left over.
Hey, he takes a satchel and hands it to you. I wanted to give you the simple stuff just to do it, but there's a and he sets a satchel down that has 60 platinum in it, the potion, and the scroll, and also 12 gems.
Oh wow. I have nothing to write that down with, right?
The
Platinum.
60 platinum.
Run through this again.
60 platinum, a potion, which looking at it, you're quickly able to tell it's a potion of greater healing. And then there is the spell scroll, and Marcus analyzing it, he is able to tell it is a cantrip scroll of Thunderclap. So basically it's a one-use cast of Thunderclap that anyone wants. And then there's 12 gems, which, Marcus, make me an appraisal check if you can.
I don't have that skill, but I think Cyrus has that skill.
I do.
Oh, Cyrus, do you have it? Oh, my bad, I got it mixed up. Yeah, Cyrus gonna make an appraisal check for us?
Yeah. It's the only intelligence skill I have, so it makes sense. Duck. 7.
You're not able to tell how much these gems are worth, but they don't seem to be incredibly rare gems, but they're gems.
Okay.
The grandmother may ask you for some of those as payment, so I'd be willing to give you a little extra gold if you'd be willing to part with some of them. And pass them on to her.
Yeah. I don't see why not.
Okay, looking at the value of those, he kind of looks it over. This should be about 50 gold worth gem, and he sets it over, and he digs out 100 gold out of another bag and hands it to you. Here's payment for both of them. Just pass it on to the grandmother.
Sure thing. So 100 gold to the grandmother.
Yeah, 2 gems to her. He's like, she isn't the most interested in gold, exactly. If you offer it to her, she'll just laugh at you, honestly.
Gotcha.
Usually along the lines of, "What good would that do, to the lady of the land?" I'm not trying to make fun of her either. That's kind of accurate. He kind of laughs a little nervously.
I mean, gold only has its value in its society. Gems are actually quite useful for different acts of crafting.
Yeah, I assumed as much. In any case, I thank you all. Y'all rest for the evening.
And you do as well.
And he leaves all of you to your own devices. All of you just kind of laugh a bit at the crazy events of today, and just try and cope with it to the best of your abilities. But y'all survived your first real big scary encounter of the game, and your first ever successful siege. And that will be where we wrap up for tonight.
All right. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. Here's our social links in the description, and if you're watching this on YouTube, the social links will be down in the description below. I can't spell. Here we go.
Oh, good.
As well as subscribe to us on YouTube to find all of our past streams there. And we're going to find you a raid target, and we'll see you all next time.
All right, thank you, everybody. Good night.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.